Hello, I'm the official name rater. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and give my recommendations at the end. Today we're going to be looking at Bellsprout, Weepinbell, and Victreebel. Now, Belladonna was one I did use for a little bit, and that was just because I felt like I was literally desperate for a nickname where I was like, oh god, I need to have something and there's nothing good, and this was the closest thing to good, but I still don't really care for it. It's there if you like it, but I feel like there's gotta be something way better out there. I'm always gonna acknowledge Poison Ivy just in case you've never seen the others. I think that's a fine name, but I also think that it's kind of not the best. Not because Poison Ivy's bad, but because it just... the name itself, I guess, is just not the best. It's there if you want to use it, but I feel like it could be a better name. I like where you're going with this, but again, that's regional. April also brings death, destruction, and winter, depending on where you live. Brussels sprout, Bellsprout, that's... I'm not gonna say it's bad. Well, I am gonna say it's bad because Victreebel, so it's right out the window right then and there, but I mean, it's at least food, so it gets a pass on that. It still kind of works, but the joke goes away when it evolves. Mandrake is another fictional plant thing, which, I mean, that's there if you want to use that. I personally don't care for it. I don't think it's bad, just not one I'd use, and that's about it. I don't think Cheetos fits a Victreebel, but I like the idea of naming them after chips. I don't know what brand of chips would fit. I've seen Venus a few times, or Flytrap, or Mantrap, we get it, that's what it is. It's not creative. We don't name our Meowth cat, because that's stupid. Speaking of stupid, that's basically all this is. The one that offends me the most is probably Trap Ito. What the hell kind of sentence or word combination is that? Holy crap. See, I like Pea Shooter, I do, but again, when it evolves it becomes irrelevant, and it no longer mimics that design. But in general, I also think Pea Shooter is kind of like, as a word, still pretty clever, so there's that. Imagine making a poll where every single option is terrible, and you have to vote on what is the least terrible. McLeaferton sounds like something I would have came up with when I was 12. Alright, I'm able to read it just briefly, but I do want to shit-talk Wattpad for a second. Get out of here, you're obnoxious, no one cares about your stupid site. We just want to read the stupid text right here, and that's it. We don't want to join. We don't care. Alright, we've reached the bottom, that's it. There's been nothing. I've also seen Victor and Victoria a bunch, and we get it. Victreebel, ha ha ha. I don't care for gender-based nicknames, let alone nicknames that are based on real human names. I don't think that's really good. So let's end with the spreadsheet before I forget and get off on a tangent. I've also seen this one a few times because, yes, it's what it's from. And I feel like the same argument of naming your Meowth cat would basically be like naming your Meowth feline, where it's like very explaining what it is, but I guess scientific stuff is a little bit more passable because most people don't think about that, so I don't care for it. I don't think it's good, but I mean, I guess it could be worse. That's it, though. I've been thinking about this for... unfortunately, there's nothing to, like, talk about. There's nothing there to highlight. There's no personal recommendations I have. There's nothing. This was a complete bust. And I've been thinking about this a few times, and maybe I should just end the videos with provide your own suggestions, leave a comment on what you think, what yours is named, because then we can at least build off of what I've researched, and then the ones that are actually good can be voted up, unless YouTube decides to take away that feature too, because they're idiots. But like, that's what I'm wanting, is I want good nicknames, and there's nothing here, so for Victreebel right now, it just looks like maybe a throwaway thing that you could apply to anyone. Any generic grass type nickname, a band, a food. What else is there that exists in the world? That's it, those are the only three things. But that's it, like, there's absolutely nothing. And that's kind of a huge disappointment. So if you do have a Victreebel nickname or whatever, post it. It doesn't matter if I like it or not, because even if I don't, somebody else out there might. So I'm gonna start ending videos like that now, and maybe a discussion can happen or something along those lines.